This is the entrance to Siang Hill Road, right across from the iconic Buddha Tooth Relic Temple in the heart of Chinatown. As we begin our walk, you'll notice that this area offers a lively mix of trendy cafes, specialty shops, and vibrant drinking spots. Today, Siang Hill is a hotspot for locals and visitors looking to enjoy boutique dining experiences, chic cocktail bars, and stylish rooftop lounges, making it a perfect blend of heritage and modern indulgence. By day, the hill is home to cozy cafes, offering artisanal coffee and desserts. As the sun sets, the area comes alive with rooftop bars and restaurants, offering everything from craft cocktails to fusion cuisine. Whether you're in the mood for a quiet afternoon coffee or a lively evening out, Siang Hill has something for everyone. But behind all this modern charm is a deep history. Siang Hill wasn't always lined with chic eateries and bars. In the early 1800s, this hill was actually part of a sprawling nutmeg plantation, feeding Singapore's spice trade. But in the 1890s, it was purchased by Chia Siang, a wealthy Hokkien businessman, and the area soon became a hub for Chinese merchants and cultural associations. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, the beautiful shophouses that line this road housed prominent Straits Chinese merchants. Their colorful facades, wooden shutters, and ornate designs reflect the influence of Chinese, Malay, and European architectural styles. We're now walking up Siang Hill Park. This park offers a peaceful retreat and a perfect spot to take in views of both historical buildings and Singapore's modern skyline. During the 19th century, Siang Hill was known to be a stronghold for various Chinese secret societies, such as the notorious Gi Hawk Society. These societies provided support and protection to new Chinese immigrants, helping them find work and shelter. However, they were also involved in illegal activities such as gambling, opium smuggling, and organized crime. Secret societies controlled much of the labor and trade within the Chinese community in Singapore during this period. Siang Hill, with its close proximity to the busy trading port, became a key location for these groups to operate discreetly. They influenced trades like coolie labor, manual labor by immigrant workers, and were involved in disputes between rival factions. As the secret societies gained more power and became involved in violent turf wars and criminal activities, the British colonial government began to crack down on their operations. Several raids were conducted in the late 19th and early 20th centuries in an attempt to curb the influence of these societies. The Societies' Ordinance of 1889 was enacted to control their activities and suppress their growing power. We're looking at Cold Plunge SG. This is a wellness facility that offers cold plunge and ice bath therapies designed to help with muscle recovery, boost circulation, and enhance mental resilience. Okay, back to our story about Siang Hill. By the mid-20th century, the influence of secret societies in areas like Siang Hill had significantly diminished due to government intervention, urban redevelopment, and stricter policing. The once powerful societies gradually faded from the public sphere, and Siang Hill began to transition into a more respectable residential and commercial area. But even as the hill transformed, whispers of its darker past lingered, giving rise to eerie urban legends that continue to add a layer of mystery to this historic spot. One of the most well-known urban legends surrounding Siang Hill involves sightings of a ghostly rickshaw puller. In the early 20th century, Siang Hill was a bustling area filled with rickshaws transporting merchants and their goods. According to the legend, a rickshaw puller who tragically died while working continues to haunt the hill. People have claimed to see a rickshaw appear late at night, with no passenger or driver visible, moving silently up and down the street. Some locals believe the spirit is still looking for his last fare, unable to rest. Another eerie tale comes from Siang Hill's history with Chinese secret societies. It's said that in the late 1800s, a notorious secret society assassin would use the cover of night to carry out his orders on the hill, hiding in the shadows of the narrow alleyways. According to the legend, on particularly quiet nights, people walking along Siang Hill have reported hearing whispers or the faint sound of footsteps following them, only to find no one behind them. Some believe these are the echoes of the assassin's victims, or even the assassin himself, forever bound to the place where he committed his crimes. Another popular urban legend associated with Siang Hill Park involves the crying woman. According to this tale, late at night, visitors to the park have reported hearing the soft, eerie sound of a woman crying in the distance. The legend says that the spirit is that of a woman who lived on the hill during the colonial era. She had fallen in love with a man involved in one of the secret societies, but after he mysteriously disappeared, likely a victim of a gang-related feud, she was left heartbroken. Unable to cope with the loss, she would wander the hill each night, crying and searching for him. Some believe that her spirit continues to linger in Siang Hill Park, still looking for her lost love. To this day, locals claim that if you walk through the park late at night, you might hear her faint cries carried by the wind, especially on quiet, misty evenings. We're heading towards the end of Siang Hill Park and exiting into Amoy Street. This street is named after the city of Amoy, now Xiamen, in China. Amoy Street was historically a hub for Chinese immigrants who settled in Singapore in the early 19th century. Over time, the area evolved into a lively commercial and residential district, with traditional shophouses and businesses. One of the street's most famous attractions is the Amoy Street Food Center, a 2-story hawker center offering an incredible variety of local food. It's particularly popular with office workers in the central business district looking for affordable, delicious meals during lunchtime.